What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation on the C10, right?
Yeah, probably.
Why?
Estimating problem.
Little estimation on, little wrong estimation, I guess. We thought we were gonna paint that thing in like 2 weeks, remember?
You thought that.
I initially thought that, and I told Josh that, and he's like, well, I don't know if we can do it in 2 weeks. So anyhow, the C10, that giveaway ended in July. About 10 days after that, our sweepstakes company picked the winner. We tried to contact him. He didn't answer the phone. Like, we did a live stream, and he's like, didn't answer the phone. Called back literally 10 minutes after we got off the live stream. So you guys will see the winner at the end of this video. So basically over the past 3 months now, we've done a bunch of other things. Obviously, we finished R32. That is our current giveaway. We unveiled the R33. Actually, I went up to Connecticut and built the R32, and then we painted the R32. Right now, we are currently painting the 350Z. That is actually in the booth right now. That was our VIP giveaway number 3. Basically, every single day, or at least I would say 3 or 4 days out of the week, Josh was here at the shop putting in hours on the C10, essentially doing bodywork, fixing the hood, fixing just dented panels and broken things, and trying to get it to fit and align. And that is what you guys are going to see in this video. It's basically the past 3 months finishing the C10. What do you think of it now that it's all done?
It's a pretty cool truck.
Turned out really good, especially for the amount of time. I just want to say it again. You guys will hear me say it probably a couple times in this video, but there's no way I could have done this thing by myself in this amount of time. So huge shout out to Josh here for helping out with that thing. It turned out freaking amazing, and that's what you guys are going to see in this video. So let's get on with the build.
You make the streets louder.
So as you guys can see, Josh has got both of the bed sides completely skimmed and blocked, looking good. It's messing with a little bit more stuff on the roll pan. Seems like it's looking really, really good. It's getting really close to being able to put a coat of primer on the actual bed side. What did we decide we're gonna do on the inside? Are we gonna do the bed liner and then body color it?
Yeah.
Normally people they paint the inside of the bed just like they paint the outside of the bed, like the rest of the truck. But what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna go over it with the Raptor liner, and then we're gonna paint that body color. So it's actually gonna have a little bit of a texture and be a little bit more rugged, and then it'll actually get coated with the regular paint. So it'll be really cool. And that stuff, it's not super textured, and it does look really good when it is painted body color. So because I have seen that done before, it looks really nice. And Sean has been messing with some stuff over here in the interior. So got this thing painted black, like a satin black, which looks really good. Kind of gives a little bit more contrast in the interior. So then we actually went ahead and put in these gauges right here. This is the RPM. We have coolant temp, fuel level, oil pressure, and voltage, as well as a GPS speedometer. And then got all this stuff painted black as well, and that looks really good. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with the steering wheel here soon. Carpet kit, radio, all that other stuff is gonna go in shortly after we do the glass. New guy up here on the top too. New visor, because it didn't even have one. It's looking like it's doing something.
It does look sick.
Doors are looking great, so we need to get the doors mounted on there. The fenders are pretty much ready to paint. Hood still needs a little bit of body work, so we still probably have another, what, 2 weeks on this thing at least, of like kind of chugging away with it. And I've been on the other side of the shop working on a little bit of a project, which you guys will see coming up very soon.
Oh, buddy.
Oil pressure, volts, and the fuel gauge isn't hooked up yet.
Temperature hooked up?
Yeah. We got this bed on this custom cart that Josh built. So that's your bed cart, right?
Yeah.
Big wheels, so they roll over, you know, stuff pretty nice. Sets the bed on it to where you could actually, you know, get on the bottom of it, get up in the wheel wells, reach over, paint the stuff on the inside. And we'll basically paint the bed on this cart, pull it off just like we put it on the cart, put it back on the truck. So a little bit more work left to do right here. Need to do some seam sealer in all these edges of the tailgate, and then he's actually gonna smooth out these little rivets right here.
Seems still a bed too.
Yeah, so around here, all in all these cracks, and then actually down the side of it too. Josh said somebody painted one and brought it to you, and they're like, why is my truck rusting right here? It's because they didn't seam seal all that stuff before they got it painted, and then it just started rusting and like dripping rust lines out of it a couple months later. Gotta make sure we seal that up real good. When we first got these things, that we thought we were just gonna like slap them on and we were gonna be good to go.
You thought so.
I thought that. Josh is, he's pretty realistic. He's been doing classic cars for how many years now? 30 something, which is crazy. So I guess when he was like what, 12 years old, you started doing body work?
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
He doesn't love every minute of it, but he's really good at it. So he's over here helping us. And honestly, I don't know what we would have done if it wasn't for Josh. I know this thing wouldn't have turned out as good as it is now because we just didn't have that much time to dedicate this thing. It's just crazy how far we've even gotten in this amount of time too. It's pretty ridiculous.
I've never tried to do one this fast.
You know, that YouTube life. So we're gonna get Josh used to it, I guess. Hopefully not used to it. I don't wanna do this again. This was a lot of stress and a lot of last minute things, but we're getting her done. Now you can see, did the interior back panel right here of the C10 because the carpet basically goes all the way up to the back, and then we did the complete bed in that Raptor liner, and it looks really, really good. I'm stoked that we did this. It makes it look a lot more modern. We didn't really have the time and stuff at the time to, you know, do a new wood panel kit and refinish everything and basically body work and make everything perfect in the bed of this thing to get it to the point where, you know, we'd be okay with like painting a body color, which is kind of the common thing. You don't see too many of them Raptor line like this. So here are the body panels that I got painted, the front fenders, the little fender caps over there. It's crazy how much paint is actually on these trucks, you know. You never think that you're gonna have to paint like the inside and the outside. We just got done spraying the interior of this thing, so we hit that with the Raptor liner. Basically, the carpet kit that we got goes from the front, covers everything up except for that stuff in the back, so you would be able to see that behind the seats. Works really good once we get the wheels and everything painted on it and the actual doors set on it. This thing will look really, really sick. Alright guys, so we just put the new wheels and tires, well actually, they're the old wheels, we just got them painted, and brand new tires on this thing all the way around. The back of this thing looks super beefy now. The truck is getting a lot more assembled. We have the door mirrors on here, we have the trim, the weather stripping in the jambs, door felt, we got window regulators, we got all that stuff pretty much ready to go. The interior is pretty much back together. We painted all this stuff in the front. Been kind of busy with doing like other things that we kind of had on the schedule for this year. We have already contacted the winner, which you guys will see this truck for the first time at the end of this video. Now we pretty much just need to finish sanding the hood. Everything should be ready to paint. So everything has been a little bit delayed. The hood was a big deal. You know, the truck has pretty much been sitting like this, and we didn't even have like a good hood. The one that we had, it had like this really big dip. I guess it's pretty common on these trucks. Like a lot of people stand on the hoods and it dents the hood and kind of gives it like a big, like a bowl here in the back. Since that other truck, it had some sort of like, they ran it into a post or something like that. Again, it's from 1964. So this thing has been freaking around for almost 60 years now. And so you just can't expect them to be perfect, because when people bought these things, basically worked them. You know, it wasn't a pavement princess. Like literally they bought it in the 60s and they took it out on the farm and beat the crap out of it. And now we're making them nice. You know, we're trying to make those things nice. So the other one was kind of wrecked right here in the corner, and somebody fixed it. Since this is a two-piece kind of deal, it didn't look right. So we actually ended up finding another hood, and Josh did some body work. He basically spent a couple days just getting this hood good to go. So basically just need to finish wet sanding it. We have the tailgate right here. That's pretty much ready. We have this front valance panel, cowl right there, and then the front bumper, which we are painting the same color as the truck. So this thing is getting really, really close. You guys should be able to see it assembled here in a couple minutes. So the updates on the C10 have been a little lack, and I know basically this whole truck build has got done in this video up until now. Other than pretty much we were just waiting on the windshield. The windshield was the main thing, and then installing the front bumper in the hood. But take a look at this thing. So it's pretty much done, right? I mean, now it is. No, it's pretty much done. We do have one more thing to do to it before the winner gets here and checks it out for himself. This thing looks freaking absolutely insane. We had a little bit of a situation with the windshield. When I was out of town in Connecticut, Sean and Josh tried to install it and basically broke it, which makes sense.
It was the original windshield we pulled out. It was bubbled, and it was, you know, we're not professional windshield installers with this style of windshield, so we broke it, moving it around, but then what happened?
I ordered a brand new one, and it came packaged just amazing. Turned out it was broken. So then I called my buddy Josh today. He owns the local Novus Auto Glass, and he actually came out. I called him this morning. He basically called his warehouse. They had one, picked it up, and he came out here this afternoon and installed it. So we pretty much just got done installing this front windshield as well as this rear window as well. Obviously the truck is a little dusty from sitting on the other side of the shop, but overall this thing is pretty much 100% done, other than the fact that we need to install this carburetor tomorrow. So this is a Brawler series carburetor, and basically in the morning before the winter actually gets here, we're gonna be installing that. Thing has made leaps and bounds as far as progress goes in the past like 2 weeks, and I'm stoked to see it done. As you can tell, this thing is freaking absolutely insane. I just wish it was like this
When the giveaway
like when the giveaway was going on, because like imagine if we could have showed people this, you know, because everybody got entered and it wasn't even painted yet. Like it wasn't even done, and then we spent basically another month and a half like working on it. Like somebody was working on this thing pretty much every single day, whether it was 2 hours a day or 4 hours a day. Somebody was here pretty much working on it during the week, no matter what. Yeah, it's crazy. Got the wheels painted, the whole interior, door handles, all that stuff. We didn't do anything with the steering wheel because we just ran out of time. Like we just ran out of time. Oh, full carpet kit, all brand new weather stripping, the foam and everything. The door cards are all done. The trim is done. Door latches, door handles, weather strip. I mean, it's just absolutely insane how much work has went into this truck, and I severely underestimated how much work it was going to be to get the truck to this level. But
there's so many parts. Like these older cars are so simple in like fixing things aspect, but like a restoration entirely different than something like
way
unibody
different
style, newer.
Yeah, like unibody, or like, I mean, look how fast we painted this car. A week and a half. And this whole thing was supposed to be a week and a half.
And that was like pretty much just me mostly doing the body work. Like you did some stuff, drop, but like this was like almost everybody on it.
Well, and the thing is every single panel needed work. The front bumper needed work. This thing needed work. This needed work. Like, I think Josh spent a solid week on the hood, just fixing a hood that was already a good hood.
But like
and
the
then,
new stuff you bought, the bed sides that were brand new needed work.
Like the whole bed sides just needed skimmed, and it was just absolutely insane. The tailgate, the rear roll pan, literally everything on this thing was like,
look at it now.
You look at a panel on this thing and it was like 3 days. Yeah, George will be here tomorrow. I'm excited for you guys to meet him. I'm excited to meet him as well. He doesn't have social media. He basically we just call him. So we call him, we talk to him on the phone. He will be here tomorrow. He flew in and we are having it shipped back to Tennessee for him. I'm excited though. I'm excited to get this thing out of our lives. Like we spent so much time on it, but I'm really bummed because we didn't really get to enjoy it. You know, like imagine if we were, you know, even just driving it around to film ads.
Yeah, we didn't even
or cruise it to the, you know, Sonic or something and get a freaking root beer float or something. But man, it's insane. It just looks so good. It's insane.
It's a dope truck. It's really dope.
Insane. So he'll be here tomorrow and I'll catch up with you guys then. All right, so it is the next day. Sean got here this morning and got the truck all cleaned up. Man, this thing looks insane. Windows clean, just all the dust is off of it. The engine bay is like nice and tidied up. One of the last pieces of the puzzle, it's kind of, should we call this the crown jewel? We have this carburetor right here. So this is a Brawler series carburetor that is basically going to replace this Holley carburetor, or I don't even know. Yeah, it's an older Holley carburetor. I think it's a 750 CFM. It's one of those things, it's just old. And who knows how many people have been through this thing, messing with it and adjusting things, cleaning it or not cleaning it or whatever. It runs pretty good, but it doesn't run to like its optimal, I guess, setting. And one of the things that we've needed to do is put this new carburetor on here for a little while. It's basically been sitting around the shop for how long? About 2 months, right?
A couple months.
Shout out to Holley for working with us on this project and sending out this carburetor. And we also have some of their other products as well. We got this Earl's fuel line kit. So instead of having ugly looking manifold, this is like something that you'd get at like O'Reilly's or something. It's kind of ugly, doesn't really look that great. So now we have this nice black AN fittings, and it actually looks good. Alright, so the new carburetor is on. Already double checked the floats. Got the little spring tensioner on, wide open throttle and everything is all hooked up. So go ahead and give her a rip. Alright, air cleaner is on. Let's take this thing for a rip. Yeah.
Like I am happier than a puppy with 2 Peters and don't know which one to lick first.
All right, guys, so this is George Copeland. He is from almost kind of by Nashville, Tennessee.
Memphis. I'm actually from
Memphis,
Memphis.
Tennessee.
Yeah, right outside of Memphis. I actually work at the University of Memphis.
Yeah. He's been a VIP member for, I think, almost since the beginning,
When
the
you
first
started,
month.
I was like, well, that's easier than me. I just surprised every time I get it, and
yeah.
I don't know, I really like it.
So then he bought some stuff on this last giveaway for the C10. It's kind of funny, the whole situation, because when we did the live haul for the winner, you actually didn't answer. I called you like 3 or 4 times, and then I texted him. I was like, yeah.
I was in the attic I do heating and air, so.
Yeah, and so he didn't answer, so we were just like, well, I guess, and then literally it was like probably 20 minutes.
Called back.
We
were out messing around in the
yeah, after that. So anyhow, he sent all his paperwork in. He got fully confirmed. And now he is the official winner of Project Build Giveaway 10, which is the 1964 Chevy C10. And it is right behind this door. As you guys have seen in this video, we basically stopped making videos about it and started working on it kind of in the background. Like as soon as I called you, I was like, hey, we still have a lot of work left to do on it. Obviously, it wasn't even like together.
I think you just did the live paint.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that
thing
night we were
right
late.
before that.
Yeah. The truck just wasn't even together. Like the bed wasn't painted, hood, the fenders, like the
It turned
bumpers.
into way bigger of a project.
Oh man, it's
Old
insane.
cars. Old
Yeah.
cars.
We learned our
Good.
lesson with this
Well,
one.
they hide, man.
Hide
Through the
so
years,
much.
yeah, they hide so much. Like I'm a VW Beetle guy.
Yeah.
So you come across, like I have this one. I had to actually just trash one body that I got and
Yeah.
just scavenged it for parts.
Yeah.
To try to put another body on.
Well, that's
And
kinda what we
actually,
do.
y'all are the reason why I actually was like, well, I'll try to do this body work myself.
Yeah.
I just watched y'all's videos and I did a lot on the body that was crapped out. And after that, I was like, this is gonna be a lot easier on this new body. I knew what to really look for a lot more, and a lot of things y'all showed. You know, I've always messed with the mechanical part and helped friends with their fast cars or whatever, or just even if it's your pile of junk that you need to get to work in. My father was a mechanic, similar to your father, I believe.
Yeah.
Never got into the performance thing.
Yeah, that was always my
But-
thing. Is my dad was just, he was like changing oil and like swapping engines and doing stuff like that, and I was just like, I want to go fast.
Well, I like at 8 years old, I was in the shop helping. My job was like to scrape the black goo off the floor, you know,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
develops and clean up. And then my brothers would be like, you're gonna help me over here. So going to the junkyard, getting the rear end, putting in an old 70s truck. As I got older, I found out that the performance end is fun to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But,
no
man,
more.
going every day and doing a loaf was just not lube oil filter, man.
Yeah.
I don't even like to change oil in my own cars.
Yeah, are you ready to see this
Are
thing?
you ready to see your new
I
truck?
can't understand. Yes.
I-
Like, there's
do
no
it?
way to express
Has it
how
sunk in
proud.
that it's going to be your truck?
You know, every day it gets more and more surreal, so it's very hard for me to even put into words. I don't know when I'll really fully believe it, but like this morning when I woke up, I was like, holy cow, man, I want a truck. And not just a truck, you know. You gotta think, you can't come across, especially now, a big block, you know, swapped truck
Yeah,
already.
Right.
Man,
They
it's
came
cool.
with
It's
6
sick.
cylinders and
It's
you
a
know,
sick
it-
truck.
It's your truck, man.
He's even got the OG Evo wagon shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, big
Then we
time.
can
The
drive
list
it.
and everything.
Yeah.
And that's all I thought about this. Like, wow,
Like-
then we can drive it.
So George, he actually
And
was.
I love this car. Like, and I was thinking, like, what car could I beg to ask to ride in? And I was thinking, out of every one, that's the one that there's no chance unless I go to Japan to even come close to one. Much less talk some guy that speaks Japanese into give me a ride. Yeah, y'all. Man, I just can't go into how many hours I could imagine. I've watched cars go together, and like the time spent on the door, just this door.
Yeah.
Like thinking of, you know, because first you were like, well, let's think the door I'm going to put on here. This is a little bit too much. And then I got the ones, and then he took them to the house, did all that. Like, I really wish he was here. Has he got to drive it?
No, we
I
just.
want him to drive it.
Yeah.
I really, I was like, you put so much work into it, you should drive it.
Yeah, I wish he was here right now. He was here this morning to help us clean it up, but he had some stuff he had to go do. Yeah, it's got the hidden
Let me know what's important to me.
hidden
No, just kidding,
latches
just
and
kidding. Well, that's awesome.
all that.
Yeah, the
stuff.
hidden latches, they all doing that and everything. I'm afraid to touch it. That's looks so good. Don't dirty it up.
That's how we feel. Like, we drove down the street just a little bit ago, and I was just like, all right, we're done. You know, like, it would have been cool.
I want you to enjoy it. I want you to drive it.
Yeah.
I want all y'all to drive it. I really do. Like that, I would enjoy that most.
Yeah.
Because that's why y'all build
before
these-
we
Yeah, I
built
mean,
it.
we did.
Y'all build so many cars, and about the time you're like, hey, look, we could probably go to. Y'all give them away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is insane.
Let's open her up. Let's have you sit inside, man.
I'm still in awe over the paint and everything else and all the details. Perfectly form fit to fat ass.
Yeah, that was the whole other thing is like, you know, I've never did body work or paint like on the inside of a cab, you know?
Yeah, you don't realize now that like on old bugs are the same way. The older they get, the more all the interior. So you got to worry about everything, and you'll get caught up going, wait a second, I just spent a lot of time making that nice carpet covers it up.
Yeah.
White carpet covers that
Right.
up. So I'm in sensory overload, if you will.
So yeah, we just put on this new Brawler carburetor, like,
Dude, I was really hoping you went with
Yeah.
Brawler. I was like, if they put a new carb on, I really like it because it's just real easy.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah, we just put that thing on there and it just like runs perfect now. So basically the engine's fresh. Like it has less than 1,000 miles on it. It has big roller cam. It has.
You have the list, right?
It has a whole. It has like Ross. I think Ross pistons in it.
No,
They're like
Keith Black.
Keith Black. That's what. See,
He watches the video.
He watches the video.
Look, I watched
And,
every video on this particular truck.
Yeah, we have a list
lot,
somewhere
so.
of all the.
Yeah,
the
you
stuff
read
that
it off
goes.
on the live paint feed. So y'all haven't shown since it's done the
Yeah,
Not
This is
really,
the
other
first
than just
time?
Engine
a little
bay
bit
paint.
today. And kind of my goal is I want it to look a little bit more modern. The LED headlights and you know the gloss black, and then this color. You know, I feel like this is like a modern color to paint kind
The
of.
color is really cool.
Yeah.
Because I've been looking at every new Kia.
Yep.
And I wonder at it and everything.
Yep.
And my friends are actually taking pictures of C10, sending it to me. Go,
Yeah.
hey, seen this turd? Look at your truck is gonna blow this one out of the
Yeah.
way. You know, if you need to stand, you know, pull up at a stoplight next to him and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I was like, y'all really just killed it, man. I just can't put into words how the paint on this looks so much better. It has that bluish sheen to it, I guess is what it is, the pearl. And when it gets out there in the sun, I think it's gonna be
Yeah, it's a good
mind-boggling.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing on video to portray is paint. You know,
Well,
like
it's just like taking a picture of these mountains.
yeah,
Like, you know, you can look at that all day long, but standing out here in the just looking is like there's
Yeah.
no comparison, you know. It's just that's all I've been doing while I've been here.
Yeah.
Is just go outside, and then it was really cool. It snowed
Yeah.
yesterday, and I was just geeking. It's like it was actually like I'd never seen snow before, and we
Yeah.
get snow.
Yeah.
We don't know how to act, but we get snow. And,
Well, you want to
start it. Yes,
wanna start her up?
That's our next
when you go all the way, like
stage.
you like you gotta like come back a little bit, you know? All right, so now it is time to take this thing for a ride. We kind of decided to show George around the shop, and then we pretty much just been talking for what has it been, like 2 hours now?
For a while, I think we shared a couple of
Yeah, it's been like, I don't know, we just started talking about cars and Volkswagen Bugs and like all kinds of stuff, but he's really cool, he's really funny. Now we're gonna hop in this thing and go for a rip, see what you think of it.
Hell yeah.
Make
Let
sure
it
to
wang
slam the
out.
door.
Don't want to fall out.
Still running into the building.
That's my main goal right now.
What do you think?
Man, I love it. It is very impressive. Sound alone. Sound alone.
Yeah, the big block sounds good. Like, I never knew that they sounded like this until
It just sounds like it's just going, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
that's what it
I'm
feels
ready."
like the whole time. It's just like ready to go. So you can see we have a total of 4 miles on it so far. That's how much we've driven it since we've got it done. We literally drove it down the street today and then pretty much right now. So it's crazy. So George was actually wanting to drive this thing all the way home to Tennessee, which that's what, like an 18-hour drive?
I can't remember. I looked at it, but yeah, it's pretty long. But I love to drive. Driving is not a problem.
But with the gearing and stuff that's in this thing, it's got like a short gear, so it's like I think a 411 in the rear, and then a turbo 350 tranny, so it's like a 3-speed with a stall converter. You know, so I don't know. Like, you could have done it. It would have been fine.
Yeah, it'd
But-
been fun. It'd been a slow cruise and
Yeah.
everything. I don't know if you know this, but I own this thing.
What?
I own this, and it's
Yeah.
really cool. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to sit here and ever say, let's get in my big block, make a block in the big block. That sounds like a
Cruise
good
down
time.
the block.
Definitely has the sauce, my friend.
It's surprising how much power that it actually has. Like, just like revving it out a little bit more, and it just feels, that power is just, it's hard to describe.
It jumps out so much, you automatically want to come off the gas.
Yeah,
Like, oh, it hit you right.
yeah.
But it seems to plan it and go. It seems to not be shaky at all. It's like,
That sound is just good. It just sounds so good.
especially when it just planes out.
Yeah,
Planes
it's
out,
like you're on a
you know,
boat.
just- yeah, and it's all horse ponies and torque.
Yeah.
If you haven't experienced a V8 and then you haven't experienced a V8 big block, there's no way to try to explain to you what it feels like. It's instant power, instant torque, no matter where you are in the power band. The headlights look so good in it, along with that. I'm glad you just painted the smoothies. It has to have smoothies.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with the wheels, and I was just like, like,
One of the best Chevy wheels is that wheel, beauty ring,
Yeah.
and then you just choose whichever is your favorite center cap.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we were thinking was, what
Yeah.
do we do? So what do you think about the MotionAuto experience so far?
I'm still in shock. I can't show my appreciation or express how impressed I am with everything. Not just this truck, but with everything y'all have done. Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Like, making this truck and making it this nice and being willing to give it away, that says a lot about your character in general.
This one's definitely been a tough one to do, but I obviously can't take all the credit. I mean, I'm kind of the guy trying to run the show, but I mean, the team is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Sean put in so many hours on this thing, and then Josh. I mean, the amount of hours that Josh has in this truck If it wasn't for Josh, we'd be screwed.
It made him retire again.
I think he
I
might.
think that's what he was
Go
saying.
back
He
in.
said, I think I missed it. I went into retirement, missed a little body work. This sealed it for me. It's like, got the miss. So I'm really glad he put in that much time and effort. And,
I am too, because
and,
I think it turned out better.
His ability alone, his years of honing his craftsmanship. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah. All right, so we're in the R32, and this could be you, right? I didn't think he was gonna
be able to sit there.
But you could
take it to
sit
the house.
right here and take it to your house. All you gotta do, get in it for a chance to win this thing too. But yeah, we're taking the R32 for a rip. What do you think? You ever been in a right-hand drive?
Once, but it was an old taxi cab, and it was nothing like this.
All right, let's rip it.
Have fun.
Sounds so good.
This one just got off the dyno, made 509.
Oh, I was off by 100. Yeah, I guess 409.
So it made like 430 on pump gas. And then so on E85 it made just over 5, so.
So fluid. It's just such a smooth transition into anger.
Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed about this versus like, I mean the JZs are so smooth too, but like in their stock kind of configuration with the twin turbos, the power delivery is just really, really smooth, you know? Whereas a single turbo, they're just kind of rowdy, you know? Like, it's like kind of not a lot of power and then all of a sudden it's there. Whereas these things, they kind of wind up and power really comes on super
that rubber
smooth.
band like you were
Yeah.
talking about. I can totally see why Tommy F. was like, why the fuck did anything else?
Yeah. Yeah, like why do you need more?
Yeah, why do you need?
Because this is such a good, like I know why you want more.
Yeah, I do too.
But like this is such a good,
It's so good, why touch it?
yeah.
When you can go out and get something out of the box that is so good, are you really going to improve it, or are you
Yeah.
going to mess it up?
And I don't know, we'll see. That's what the 33 is about. That's why I'm gonna build it, and I'm gonna.
I think it'll be enjoyable either way.
Yep. Yeah, this car's sick though. I really like it. I'm glad this one's like done before the giveaway is over, because then I at least get to like driving around and taking on video shoots and. All right guys, well, this is gonna be our final goodbye to this thing. The transport truck is here. George, what do you think? You excited?
I'm more than excited. I can't even put into words what it's like for this to happen.
Yeah.
Like, and then driving it and feeling the
Looking
I
at
know,
it,
and
I
go-
just
and
can't
just
be-
looking at it, going, I own that. I own that. And I really wish people could see the paint and how much it changes from just being a gray truck. I think that's the happy surprise too, because if you look at it in this light, you wouldn't know. But as
Looks
soon
like
as
it's in
any
primer.
light real hits it, any real light hits it, it just every body line in it just comes to life.
I think that's it, guys. That is it for this truck. Like I said before, this isn't, you know, a one-person operation. Having a team around here. Sean,
Yes.
you like working on things? You got Charles. He films stuff sometimes,
Sometimes.
right? So if this truck looked good in this video, if you liked this videos, if you like any of these videos, like the videos, subscribe for more. If you want to be like George here and potentially win a vehicle, MotionAutoTV.com.
Shirt or 7 of the same one if you like.
That's what it
they're
is.
Very comfortable.
It's pretty crazy. But yeah, and again, huge shout out to Josh. Without Josh he really saved our ass. Without him, I don't think this truck would have been to this level. Or if it would have been in about 6 months.
I would have waited.
So, but yeah, I appreciate you being patient. This is gonna fire it up, load it up. So it's gonna be it.